I'm sorry, when Glengar said hype, I had to. Hello, everybody. I've literally just spawned into the map, and OBS is playing up. I'm not using Streamlabs OBS, Chris. I'm using normal OBS and Stream Labels. So we're going to continue on and kind of write off yesterday's stream as a loss. So that's what... Oh, my wheel is calibrated correctly. Hang on a second. There we go. We're going to write off yesterday's stream as just not ever having happened. So what happened yesterday was my internet decided to die several times and I got angry and just rage quit the stream effectively. But before that, I did a bit of cheating. Changed the rules just a tiny bit. So instead of like no cheating money in whatsoever, I did cheat money in. But I did actually cheat it in such a way that the money in the top right didn't change. The actual amount that I'm playing with in-game didn't change. I swapped out equipment. I swapped out a lot of the Massies, or one. I swapped out the 390. I swapped out the 110. 11090, and I swapped out the T-Dub, and I put in Maddox Jess's DLC because, of course, they did. I also swapped out the Seeder, the Plough, and the Cultivator. One of the Seeders, I should say. The Plough and the Cultivator. How am I late? Because I was waiting for my sister to wake up. And the reason that I am streaming right now, by the way, Landy's at his dad's today, so I'm borrowing his slot for the day, and I'm going to go for 2 hours. More or less. I'm going to go until about 9 o'clock. That's the plan, at least. Gearbox is getting so MR-ish. In a good way or a bad way, Blash? Hello, Dal, Yanis Glengar, Simulator Gaming, Benji 2019, Blaj, obviously, and everybody else here. And Lamakin. Those real lives are awesome. They are, actually. I do like them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still not sold on Gearbox mod. I'm still not sold on it. Massey Fergie boy. EJ Gaming as well. Hello, hello, hello to everybody. Hope we're all having a nice day. Hope we all had a nice day, I guess, at this hour. I apologize. I really want to apologize for being late, but at the same time I don't, because I actually did get a few things done. I woke up late myself, so even if I wasn't waiting on my sister, the stream would have been delayed. But I did get a few things done. What happened to the stream yesterday? My internet happened to the stream yesterday. It just started farting at me and dying. And when it starts doing that, and if you ask anybody who streams, they'll tell you the exact same thing. When your internet starts doing that, you very quickly lose faith in its stability for the rest of the day. So when my internet started doing that nonsense, I got very angry. Because it's something you can't control. I got very angry and I basically just, as I said in Discord, table flipped on. Just hands up, can't control the internet. I'm just gave up on it for the day. And I wasn't in the best of moods yesterday anyway, so that's kind of putting the whole story together. I wasn't in the best of moods starting, as some of you guys know. And it just kind of started piling on for there, and I had a bad day yesterday, just overall. That is not the ideal place for the seeds to run out, but it's not the worst either. So let's get all this sorted out here. Sign for a new router. Maybe if it keeps doing it, then definitely we'll be ringing the ISP. And trying to get that sorted. But for now, we're just gonna kind of keep going the way with things the way they are. Now the reason that I'm manually seeding, if you're wondering, is because I really want to use this seeder myself. There's all the machines that I have now, the Modern Classics DLC. I still have from Peter J's pack, which I still love, by the way. If you watched Landy's stream yesterday, you'll have seen, I guess, some of my thoughts on it. Comparing the two 390Ts. What happened to the other stuff that's supposed to come out? Matt actually explained that yesterday. Simply put, he couldn't get reference pictures that were up to his standards. So he decided to remove the what was it, the baler, the mower, and I think there was something else. He decided to remove them instead of making stuff that wouldn't have been up to his standards. Which, do you know what? I applaud him for that. I applaud him for, you know, letting his standards come above getting his promises out. And I happen to know he's working on something new already. As Life and Tip, it is good enough, bucko. It's quite a beautiful sunny... It's quite a beautiful sunny day here. Reasonably warm, there's a nice breeze. So I'm a bit cold. These bags can fill up this seeder 4 times exactly. That's kind of good. We will have to, however, get the fast track out very soon. I'm not going to say what he's working on, just that it's going to be very good. So all I'm going to say is I've seen pictures, and you see this quality right here from in the DLC? See that this, you know, the quality of the models, the quality of everything? Yeah, that's Matt's base now. That's what he's working with now, as a base. On a scale of 1 to 10, how late are you? I'd say about 0.7, roughly. Can you have a hint? It is a new mod. Well, it is a mod. I guess. Is it a tractor tool or other? Now that would be telling. But he has I know, a few plans up his sleeve. But now we're literally about 10 minutes in, Darth, so you haven't missed much at all. Could we get the JCB for the DLC? You mean this? I have all 3 tractors that are in the DLC, by the way. And the Combine, because, oh my god, the TX-34, I love it. The only thing that I don't have from the DLC at the moment, actually 2 things, is the trailer that it doesn't fit. I don't feel like the trailer fits the DLC. It just seems bizarrely big. The telehandler, I will be getting that. The problem is up here in the top right, the money issue. I figured when I was changing the vehicles and cheating in the DLC, because I will admit I cheated it in, I felt it would be unfair for me to cheat in something that I didn't have before. So for example, I swapped cultivator for cultivator, seeder for seeder, plough for plough, tractor for tractor, and combine for combine, I guess. I didn't, however. I just realised I actually forgot something, so I'm going to have to real quick do a money cheat, because I've accidentally shorted myself a bit. Because I completely forgot when I was putting everything in to get that. Forgot to get a corn header. And I feel so stupid for having forgotten that. I had 25k. It got spent on like various things. Adam. I've downgraded mostly. I've kind of side graded. I think I might have upgraded slightly. The Combine is a definite downgrade. From what I had. But it's kind of side graded. I think the cultivator's smaller. The plough is smaller. And the seeder's ever so slightly bigger. The Combine has a much lower capacity though, so I've kind of just side graded for the most part. The tractors are kind of very roughly similar to what I had. A slight upgrade on the tractors though, but I felt like it was better for me to get this kind of stuff than to try and pretend like the DLC didn't exist while I was on this map. Hello, Hugh! What me and Landy were saying last night, Glingar, I think a lot of you guys are going to agree with this. Yeah, I just side graded it and just swapped. I think if you average it out, it's more or less a straight swap. What me and Landy were saying was it would be fantastic, and I don't know if this is going to happen. It'd be fantastic if Giants were to bring this entire DLC, all of it, into FS19, release it for free as mods. Because then it could be on console, it could be on whatever, as long as the brands were okay. And I've heard the reason that it's not on console currently is because there are issues with at least one brand. There are licensing issues with the DLC. At least one of the companies doesn't want their equipment that is in this DLC on console, and I don't know which company it is, I don't know which equipment it is. Lanny, I think it might be JCB. It might also be Amazon, it could be Case, it could be any of them. So that's what we're kind of... why it's not on console currently. They've done it with other stuff before, and I think it'd be fantastic to see this is just kind of immediately being in FS19 so that we can play around with it on default maps and on, as Oxygendavid revealed on Facebook recently, Shamrock Valley, which is going to be converted. I'm going to be very happy. I get a good Irish map 2 games in a row. That's genuinely going to be my highlight of FS19 is Shamrock Valley is out immediately. Could be part of FS19 from the start. Maybe, you never know. You know, if Giants wanted to, they could. And Giants comically sent a warning to the media guys saying, "Oh, this isn't by us, so it's not up to the usual quality." Myself and Landy both said to each other, "Well, yeah, it's blatantly not Giants, it's higher quality in our opinion." It's so very good. There are a few tiny little niggly bits. Will Shamrock Valley be on console? I believe the answer is yes, Mossy. That is, I believe, the plan. Actually, yes, that is 100% the plan. Oxygendavid has said he wants all of his maps to be on console because he wants everybody to be able to play them. Can you get the Marsons for the case in JCB, then have the Massies on yard duty? That's a good idea. That's not a bad idea at all. All Frontier mods go to console, but they don't necessarily come to console in the same state they're on PC. Do I think? Nope. Adam, your straight up answer is no. He has openly stated Colbert Park Farm as you know it is gone. It's done. He's done with the map as you know. Hello, Martin's Photographs. Hello, Tony Fetters as well, and Tom Kenyon. Those are people who usually watch Landy at this time, by the way. I'm filling in. My name is RainbowDave. I am an idiot. And I hope you'll accept that I'm maybe not as good as Landy at some things. Trying to be nice in 19, that's not coming over either, Lancashire. What does Shamrock Valley look like? If you go onto Oxygendavid's Facebook page or the whip topic on FSUK, you can see some pictures. Yes, there'll be a brand new Colbrati boo. It is going to be started from scratch, and I'm looking forward to it. It's one of my favourite farm sim maps ever. It might be my favourite map ever, but I think Shamrock Valley might steal that title. I don't know. Back in Colbert for the last week or so, really getting back into it. Yeah, it's kind of funny how we're in a bit earlier than usual, the period of the game where everybody is kind of revisiting stuff. Where's Landy? He's visiting his dad today. So he that's why he's not streaming. He's AFK, chilling out, having some time to himself. Giannis has put in the FSUK whip topic for Shamrock Valley. If you have a look in that, you will see something. If you live in Ireland or have lived in Ireland or have ever been to Ireland, you'll see something you recognise. And it's... I'm trying to decide how to describe Shamrock Valley, because I don't mean what I'm about to say in a bad way. I'll put it this I'll preface it with this. It's a very generic Irish map. And by that I mean it's not, you know, a DEM, it's not based on anywhere in particular. But every single time I've seen a picture, somebody has said to me, or has said, oh, this reminds me of this place in Ireland, or this reminds me of this place in Ireland, or this looks like this place, or this looks like that place. It gives everybody, in a way, something they can recognise. Robert Cunningham, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Hello, Lewis as well. And it's as somebody who's been calling out for months for an Irish map, and a good one, where the compromises are made well, and it's not just super tight for the sake of being super tight, like Ballincraig, or way too wide and open, like whatever the Mapper's Paradise one was. That was way too wide and open. Every Irish map so far has had major issues with facing the compromise you have to make with the map in a good way. And Oxy knows what he's doing with the map. Ballymoon, thank you, Glengar. Ballymoon I felt was way too wide and open, just didn't have the right feel. Shamrock Valley, just looking at the pictures of it, has the right feel. Lubacker Vlogs, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Did I just derp something up? No. That little grindy clank you just heard was me derping with my gear shifter on my G27. Dramard. That I felt they compromised the fields way too much because all the fields were square, which is great for hard workers. It's not very good for like immersion into an Irish map. What happened to my map? I gave up Ginger Ninja. So a bit of background for those of you that didn't know. I was making a map called Donetsk, based on an area near me. And I've been working on it since late FS15, kind of on and off. And within the last, I want to say, month or so, I kind of started looking at it critically because it was coming up to the point where testing would start and kind of finishing touches would be going on and stuff like that. And I was looking at it and I kind of came to the realization that the way that I'd done about half the map, it just wasn't what I wanted to see. And I came to the realization that I didn't have enough time that I could dedicate to the map where I could get it to the standards I wanted it to be, which would be Oxygendavid bullet bill standards, basically. Frontier design standards. So I made the decision that, okay, it's just not going to happen in FS17. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a brand new, smaller map in FS19. Once G is out and once stuff is out, and I'm kind of in the very lucky position. I want to say unenviable. The very enviable position of having Bullet Bill and Oxygendavid and Nathan and Dusty Dave and a lot of the top mappers, where I can kind of butt heads with them and help them with stuff, and them help me with stuff, and you know, I'm very lucky to be where I am right now. In terms of YouTube, #1 with nearly 8,000 subscribers. And in terms of like, if I wanted to make a map, there's such a wonderful infrastructure there that it's very hard for me to not make a good map with the people I know and can ask for help and I'm friends with. Am I going to the Deadpool double feature? It's on Fandango if you want to check it out. I don't know, Darth. I do know that I'm heading up to Dublin once Deadpool is out. I haven't kind of finalized the date yet. I'm heading up to Dublin to meet up with a friend up there and to watch Deadpool 2 with him and hang out with him for the day. John Watts, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Say hi in chat if you haven't already. Will I put a pit like Battle Tray? Stephen, I have no idea what you're trying to ask. You'll make a Valtra, of course you will, you so. Okay, Cedar's empty. Turn that off because it's just going to shout at me for a while. Turn that off. And I will fix the sub-go because I actually meant to do it before the stream. Tell me my opinion on the film when I've seen it. I can tell you now I'm going to love it because it looks very much like it's just a continuation of Deadpool 1. So once the Cedar is empty this time around, I'm going to Grassenmuck this day week. No. I don't generally go to shows. David Brown is only suggestion. Yeah, I mean, there's 1,000,001 tractors people could make. There's always going to be more and more and more and more suggestions. Like, I've been kind of canvassing for 135. I got it from Peter J, which was awesome. even though it was just kind of a convenient or a coincidence thing. And then I started canvassing for some abbeys, and lo and behold, Nishma started working on the abbeys again, and they're the abbeys that I want. And if you remember, guys, earlier this year I was canvassing for a good fast track, a good old fast track, and hey, it's a good old fast track. I'm not saying I caused all of this, it's just very happy coincidences. But, you know, sometimes if you ask enough, you'll get. And sometimes if you kind of voice your opinion enough, people start saying, actually, that's not a bad idea. Especially if you've got, you know, an audience of like 8,000 people. Again, I'm not claiming credit for any of that. It's just very coincidental that I'm just on the ball with mods that are coming out. Shamrock Valley, however... Can I start asking for a Michaela Fusion? I want a Michaela 550 first. I want the F550. That was a fantastic baler. I don't particularly care for the Fusion too much. Forces pack, yes. The Ford Forces need to come back. What else would I love to see? The old Fergie Greys, that full pack I'd love to see back. I know Oxygendavid's working on a Fergie Grey for after Shamrock Valley. So hopefully he gets it done in FS17, fingers crossed. If not, it'll probably be in FS19. Mikhail 998. Glengar's just got a wish list. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You're all very welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse, where insanity just happens. And if you really want to join in the fun, you can join the Discord as well. There's a link in the description. Don't expect to keep your normal name too long. I have a habit of getting bored and just randomly renaming people. You want to see the Convertible pack from FS13? That'd be nice to see done well. You've always wanted a 135, then Peter J happened. There've always been 135s kind of knocking about, but they've not been the best quality. And that's always the issue with mods, is like the mods you want are usually out there, but the quality is usually lacking. Have I renamed you yet? No, I don't think so. It's usually people who talk a lot get renamed. We got Indri Bindfree, we got Andri Bondri and Undru Bundru. Because I got bored, and fun fact, Massey, your name was actually supposed to be insert name here. Hey Dan with two N's. Like Eddie. Yeah, Eddie is a special case because he knows 90% of the names I give him are jokes. I don't rename people out of meanness. It's people being renamed just for funsies and as a joke. Yeah, afternoon. To be fair, it's not as bad as Crumble84's name in the Frontier Discord, which is now Crumbleina. Or Crumbleina. Courtesy of Witchy and Bullet Bill. Having so much fun with the classics. It's such a good pack. I'll be honest, this is my favourite DLC for FS17. This is just number one. It completely demolishes anything Giants did so far. Funsies is my favourite word. It is! Yeah, Swib Nation, I'm trying to quit smoking, so this is the next best thing. It's working for me as well. It's not a good habit, but a better habit. Hello, Lions. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the rest of that. going to tap out in a second and fix the sub-goal and, hit the button that I like pressing because it gives me literally pennies. This thing needs a charge soon. Great to have the old fast track, you know, the steering wheel. What's the steering wheel from, Dan? Me and Landy spent about an hour looking at... I'm not even kidding. Spent about an hour looking at steering wheels on Google Images last night. Hello, Dusty Dave. Wookie onesie? No. That thing is better during the winter because it doesn't cause me to ridiculously overheat. Onesies are more of a winter thing because number one, they're uncomfortable. Number two, the ones that I have are incredibly warm. Feel like you've seen it in a Ford or Vauxhall? Maybe. A Lada Riva. Huh, that could be it then. That could be it. We're almost done seeding this field, by the way. Once we're done seeding here, we'll have to, and there is no choice in the matter, we'll have to hop on the fast track and start selling off some of the grain. We're going to seed pretty much all the fields in canola, because that's going to give us the most money we can get. Might just ripped out of the traffic. I mean, he might have. Yeah, it's not a modern fancy one for sure. So let's do the headland here real quick. And you might notice that I'm not using Proceed today. There's a reason behind that, and the reason is it doesn't really work too well with 3-meter seeders. This is something I've noticed. You're gonna put a little steering knob on her. You shouldn't be able to because that's DLC and it's encrypted, and you shouldn't decrypt the DLC. Hello, Ruffin. You want to know what the challenge is? Let me just get the right button here. There's the challenge. I think Nightbot's on a bit of a strike at the moment. There's the challenge for you, posted by myself. I have an auto post thingy in my stream deck for when Nightbot goes on strike and decides not to post the commands. Nobody saw that chat. I saw it, Massey, I just didn't read it. Out loud, at least. Is Nightbot about? Or has Nightbot gone sleepy bye-bye? No, Nightbot's about. Oh, Ruffin, you didn't use the exclamation mark. That's why the command didn't work. Which just had another look at your message. Yeah, the command has to have the exclamation mark. Hello, Hedgehog. You went over the caps tonight. There is none, EJ. I removed it because sometimes I do stuff that just you need to put caps in. You gotta try and find your nut bot. And I realised, Dave, once you left TeamSpeak the other night, we never helped you with Streamlabs. As usual, we just completely forgot everything and chatted randomly. Dirty Roof Syndrome. Yeah, you know it's a giant space DLC when there's Dirty Roof Syndrome. As the tiniest bit of crop has decided to grow. Keep in mind that I do have normal growth enabled at all times. So if a field takes a while to seed up, like this one is. That always happens. What side did I get the overlay? Nerd or die, Chris. I'm just gonna real quick fix the sub goal and do this. That is. Hang on, I gotta also fix my mouse because I've set the thingy too high. That's better. I have my mouse sensitivity set too high. Can I just... Yes. Let's just boost up to that. There we go. Get that open, get that open. Oh, we're off again. And yes, I do use Courseplay as an easy way of tabbing out. Too busy discussing motorsports and maps. That always happens. And I change the sun goal more often. People are interested in Farm Sim again, Massey. This happens. People are interested in Farm Sim again. They see somebody streaming, they go to the stream. Hello, Rabbitman 39. How you doing today? Farm Sim is a game that works in waves, and we're kind of just entering a wave of interest in the game because of Matt's DLC. I'm sure Matt wouldn't claim responsibility for this, but that's the reason people are interested. There's a lot of people I saw were waiting for the DLC. Now that it's out, suddenly there's a lot more interest in the game. A lot more people watching streams that do include the DLC. What part of Ireland am I from? County Tipperary. I'm not going to go into more detail as to what town, but I'm from County Tipperary, so Southern Ireland. Because the JCB hadn't been mentioned in a while. Check Humble. Is there something free on Humble, Yanis? But I should mention, if ever I hear about a free game, I jump on it because I like just accumulating games in my Steam library. I've got like 300. If there's something free somewhere, I'll usually find out about it. Yes, there's something free on Humble. Ooh. Could you, like, PM me on Discord reminding me? Don't like motorbike racing as in TT racing. You mean motorbike road racing? I'm not gone on it, honestly. What's the Sandy Bay challenge? I'll just pop it into chat. Click on the Injure link there. Take you to a picture explaining the rules. Usually we work this time of day, so this is the first stream we caught. Usually I'm not streaming this time of day. Yeah, a lot of the overlays there, Chris, are bad. A lot of them are bad. The only one that both myself and Landy ended up liking is the one that I'm using. But maybe try and get a different one if you can, because it would look silly if we both use the same set of overlays. What don't I like about road racing? The number of deaths that it causes. When do I usually stream? I usually stream 5 until 7 GMT, so I'm actually... today's stream actually started at the time I'm usually finishing up. And the reason I'm streaming today is because Landy Kid isn't. So, he's usually streaming at this time, 7 till 8 GMT. And then there's like a giant bunch of people that stream after that. Chris, are you streaming today, by the way? What's new? Not a whole lot Jamie does gaming. Other than, you know, the classics pack. Oh, that is a beautiful angle. Just hop on the fast track and get this lovely kind of cinematic angle of it pulling out. Oh, how pretty is that? So we have work to do with this thing that has the turning circle of a small galaxy. When you finish, let me know when you... well, I'll let you know when I'm finishing, and I'll hand over to you. You Doritos, nacho cheese. Ooh, they're good Doritos. Not as good as the chili heat wave, but good Doritos. So we're going to sell off the wheat. We're going to use the barley for pig feed. This is the long-term plan, is we're going to use the barley for pig feed. We're going to sell off the wheat. We're going to sell off... I guess just the wheat. I hope we get enough money out of this. Where am I going with this? 791 at Little Ham Stores. Where is Little Ham Stores? That is... Where is Little Ham Stores? There's Sandy Bay Stores. Goods Depot. Ah, Little Ham Stores is down beyond Field 37. Okay. So if I go down this way, take the road, and just follow the road. Sweet. Let's get the minimap open so I don't get too lost. I did see the Isle of Man TT game. I actually saw Jimmy Broadbent got banned from YouTube temporarily for it. Because he was watching an onboard lap that he didn't realise was owned by Duke Video. This, by the way, is the 40 km/h version of the fast track. This is the slowest of the 4 configs you can have. And the only difference between the configs, as I turn on the beacon, the only difference between the configs, as confirmed by MadXJS, is the top speed. Everything else is identical. Other than, I think, the horsepower between the lowest one and the top 3. Everything else in them is completely identical, the only difference being the top speed they reach. Also, I'm gonna actually stop the music for a second because just listen to how beautiful this sound is. I'm gonna up the in-game sound as well in a rare move. How beautiful is this? This is the sound of a real fast track 150. This little buzzing you can hear kind of in the background of these sounds that makes it for me. What is the top speed? Of this version, it is 40 km/h. There's a few other versions as well that have varying speeds. Sounds like JCB made it with the in-game Challenger. This is the real sound of a real JCB 150. This is one of the original fast tracks, and this is the one that I feel like I know the best. So of the 2 vehicles in the pack that have custom sounds, this is one. The other one is the Massey 190T or 390T, and they sound so much better than the rest of the pack. Like, if you're making a mod of a tractor, one thing I will say as a bit of advice from somebody who doesn't make mods at all, or tractors at all, is one of the best things you can do is get custom sounds. Try and get the real life sounds from that vehicle because it is so much better. I expect fast track what speed I was at 75 k's, so almost 50 miles an hour, about 43 miles per hour ish. Actually, I want to say like 45, 46 miles per hour. If you can hear an occasional thumping, that's my door because I've got my window open and the air pressure in my room's constantly changing because of the wind. 48, ooh, that's a bit faster than I thought. Is that Little Ham Stores there? That is Little Ham Stores, so let's indicate, let's be good. If there's something in the pack that I have that you guys want to see, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to show it off to you guys. And like Witchy said, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are enjoying the stream. Game from Humble is Best of Show E3 2015. Is it a DLC? Or not DLC, DVD kind of thing? It sounds like a video. Is there a weird steering wheel in the fast track? Yes, we think it's from a Lada. That's the current thought that I've been hearing, is it's from a Lada. Blast said 390T startup sound. Oh, I will do once I get back to the yard. Where you live 50 miles an hour slow. Yes, but you live in a plane, so I mean, that's kind of irrelevant. Combine, you'd like to see harvesting. I can't harvest at the moment. I have nothing planted. Blackout. I'm sorry. Will this DLC be on console? Ruffin, I've been hearing from Giants / Lizardtan, and this is public, this is in their Discord, that there seems to be a licensing issue with console specifically for the DLC. Apparently one or more of the brands is not happy with it and doesn't want their stuff on console. Old Citroen. Me and Landy spent an hour looking at Citroen steering wheels in Google Images last night, James, and we couldn't find anything. The closest we found was a 2CV, which didn't seem right. There were a couple that were similar but different. Maybe it's from an old Renault or Peugeot, which I'm sure somebody's going to call me out on how to pronounce Peugeot, but that's how it's pronounced in Ireland, even by Peugeot. It's not a Lada wheel. Okay. Yanis, being the resident Lada expert, has confirmed it is not a wheel from a Lada. I forgot to cultivate field 13, apparently. You just search the wheel from JCB 150 and that's it. It is the real wheel from the 150. But we think it's from a car as well. You're back from the shower. Welcome back, Yuso. I pronounce Peugeot right. I actually don't. Nobody in Ireland does. It's actually Peugeot. P-E-U in French is Peu. So it's Peugeot. But in Ireland it's Peugeot. Because we're apparently not intelligent enough to know French. See you often. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your evening. It's Party Parrot. Yes, it is Party Parrot. Not Annoying Parrot. There he is. Just stand by my side, right there. There's Party Parrot. Raving away at the bottom of my webcam. The French are odd. The French are odd. But baguettes are nice, so I mean, I can't complain about the French. I apologize to all French viewers. Also, I think I've got my graphics settings a bit too high still, so I'll tune them down a bit more. That's a parrot. It is a parrot, yes. Kind of looks like a Renault. Could be a Renault. Let's get another load of wheat to sell off. What is Super Chat? Super Chat is kind of a donation, but not. The way Super Chat works is you pay, or you donate. It is a payment. YouTube takes a cut. It is a payment. You pay a certain amount. I think you can choose between like €1 and up, and it like highlights your message in chat. And you get a little announcement on the stream as well because I got Streamlabs set up. It's basically a way to support your favorite streamers and your favorite streamers specifically. And then you got sponsorships, which is much the same. It's much like Twitch subscriptions, except it's all tier 1 subscriptions. There's only a tier 1 subscription available on YouTube as sponsorship, but the upside to that is, there is an upside over Twitch subscriptions, there is a value for money element. You get more emotes, so if I can spam them. I was gonna say, can any of the, I can't see any sponsors in here at the moment. So for your $5 or euros a month, you get 4 emotes, the RainbowDave logo, the learner's badge, the flipped tractor, and thonking emoji. So you can thonk about me while I flip my tractors. Fahy particularly likes my tractor flip emoji. And Darth Blagus, thank you for the $1 super chat. Showing off what Super Chat does, and it does flag up on the side of the screen as well, in the little chat box I've got on the screen. And the amount that it flags depends on how much you donate. So if you donate, I think like $5 or more, €5 or more, it donates and it does a different color and like flags at the top of chat. And the most you can donate in total per day is like $500 or your local equivalent, which is a bit much. Yeah, and for instance, EJ is a sponsor, and sponsors get their name in green. Hello, Sean. But other ways you can support the channel financially and monetarily, and there are different benefits. You can straight up donate to the channel. There is a donation link in the description. I forgot the 390T sound. I did! I apologize. Let's get over to this real quick. Again, mute the music. And turn up the in-game sound. Let's get this as loud as we can. Here we go. How beautiful is that? And according to Matt, the 390T is used so often on his uncle's farm, because that's where he got the sound. It didn't even start. It wouldn't start. It had to be push started. It was bump started, so it's the full authentic bump starting an old tractor noise. What happened to the Glorious Airhorn? Basically I changed everything up to suit the new overlays. And they came with little animations and stuff. But other than... You can donate, which is just... I get more money that way over Super Chat. And there's Patreon as well, which compared to a sponsorship, I get more money as well. So there's kind of different levels where I get different amounts, basically. The tractors have IC? No, Alan. They're made to giant standards, which unfortunately means they don't have any scripts. There's no IC. There's no dynamic hoses, which could actually be... You can make a mod that inserts dynamic hoses. That's reasonably easy, I think. There have been a few people toying with the idea of a dynamic hose insertion script for these. IC would not be able to be inserted via a script. You actually need to have the model available to tweak it. Which is a bit of a shame, but such is life. But these are the DLC is, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, and I'm on the Giants media mailing list. You know, I bought this DLC myself. This is my own 100% personal opinion, despite liking that, which, you know, that might influence it a bit, I guess. My personal opinion on this DLC is it is higher quality than any of the Giants DLCs so far. There's a much better range of equipment. And it just... You know, Matt and Giants will dispute that. Matt will dispute that himself. Giants will dispute that, but I genuinely feel like it's just higher quality than what Giants could do if they were to bring out this very same equipment. And if you're on PC and you want old style British and some European equipment, it's €5, which you get 5 vehicles, 6 pieces of equipment. If you just look at the vehicles, it's €1 per vehicle for €5, or your local equivalent. Fast track with drives slowly with manual gearbox. I've heard that it is beautiful with the gearbox mod as well. Yes, the CLC is just almost no matter what. English! Almost no matter what mods you're using, this DLC will fit. It, to me, is particularly nice, and this is the first time I've had the fast track on the Herbst. This looks like it fits. This looks perfect. I've seen them on the front of Bullet Bill's Marstons as well, and again, perfect. If you're a fan of British farming, in, I want to say, like the mid-90s, moving onwards to today, this is the DLC for you. This is just a, in my opinion, a love letter to the community from Matt. And it's 100% worth you getting it. Still keep putting it to 7th gear instead of reverse. You got a TH8A shifter, Dan. Because there's not many shifters that have a 7th. And one of the very few that I know is the TH8A by Thrustmaster. Chieftain Dump Trailer. Clengar, how long is your wish list? Good lord. But if you guys like the T-dubs that Matt did for the mod contest, you're going to love this DLC. Do I use a joystick front loader? No, because 2 of my front USB ports aren't working still. I keep meaning to fix them, and I keep forgetting. Solid as a rock, well, recommend one. Yeah, I'd love to get, this is my wish list, personally, for, like, racing stuff. I'd love to get a TH8A shifter, a Fanatic Club Sport V3 wheel with the McLaren rim, or maybe the F1 rim, and a set of Fanatic Club Sport V3 pedals. And I priced that up one day, and just for the Fanatic stuff, it came to over $1,000. So that's maybe not something I can afford anytime soon. Maybe if when I get a job, I'm gonna start using sim racing, which is, as some of you know, I do races most nights. I actually did one last night silently and crashed out of turn 1 because I wasn't in a good mood, and just I was tired, not in a good mood, and it all went to pot. Lots of super chats for that one, yeah. Will the DLC be part of the season pass? Yeah, Glenn, I'm with you there. That's a good question. Like, the first problem is, will it be on console in the first place? Which is a question we don't know the answer to. Oh wow, this thing does 20 in reverse? Pre-owned, but still good condition. Yeah, I mean, I would be tempted to go second-hand with the TH8A for sure, because that thing is solid as a rock. But pedals and wheels, I would very much want to go brand new. So it's up down to the shop we go. I need to get more seeds. And we're going to have to fill this trailer. We're going to need to get about 8 quad slings of seeds. Thrustmaster claim unlimited lifespan. With the way it's made, I wouldn't be too surprised. Because, yeah, it's all metal, and the only thing that could go would be the... it's not, so metals... I mean, some of the electronics inside might go. Set this to 15 meters behind. And yes, I am using Follow Me for once. I have remembered that I have Follow Me. So I'm going to bring the Fast Track and the 390, the 2 most beautiful sounding pieces of equipment in this DLC, down to the shop. We're going to pick up some of Jolly Dodger's big bags. They're available on FSUK for those of you who want to play with some big bags. We're using the Albert bag fork, also available on FSUK, by, and that's by, uh-oh, rip, what? Did the stream derp? Buffer? Oh, is YouTube doing its thing now? Because I'm seeing 0 drop frames. What's going on? Didn't like paying. Yeah. That's the problem with Fanatec. And Thrustmaster to an extent, is like, with sim racing stuff, how much you want to pay is really dependent on what you want. YouTube is doing things. It's all on YouTube's end, guys. There's nothing I can do. I'm getting 0 drop frames, so problems are on YouTube's end. I think YouTube might be confused because there's apparently 80 people watching, and I don't. Could you have stopped much closer? Good. Googly moogly, that was close. T500. A T500 wouldn't be bad. Not from yeah. YouTube's being a bit derpy at the moment, so just I'm afraid deal with it. There's nothing I can do. Quad sling fertilizer, pig feed, cow feed, seeds. So I could have got another bag of seeds actually with what I had, but we're gonna buy 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 7 apparently because the delivery space is blocked. Hey, Matt. YouTube and I heard Facebook was derpy. YouTube's been, for me, pretty solid, but it does like derping. Is Landy streaming today? No, he's visiting his dad and taking him some well-deserved time off today because he's flying over to Canada next week. He might be taking a bit of time off for the weekend as well. Which I don't know 100% about that yet. Neither does he, neither does the other person involved. He's kind of half made plans for the weekend, but nothing set in stone. This Albert seems to get stuck on the bags a disturbing amount. No, he's not gone to Canada yet. Why did I change the Massey? Because I wanted to use Matt's Massey. To put it simply. It is a... I guess a bit of a shame that it doesn't use... It can't... Well... It can use the front loader from Peter J's pack, but it looks ridiculous. In that it can't reach the ground. Because I tried it, and it looks silly. Is Glengar here? Yes, he is. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. There we go. Professional... Nope. Professional-ish work right here. Look at this. Ivan Caravan. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to use the one from Peter J's pack as well, and it just kind of... Yeah. I've more than 1,500 for once. Yes! Because I sold off 2 trailer loads of wheat to get, hopefully, enough seeds to do the rest of the farm. I'm not entirely convinced that this is going to be enough, but 50 likes, nice going. Only 50 likes? Come on, guys. I know you can do better than this. We've got 80 people watching. Hit the like button. I wouldn't say 5 feet. I'd say more like 2.5. It's quite high up. But it's not Matt's fault. It's not Peter J's fault. It's just 2 different packs not working together too well. Unfortunately. Wow, these have a huge collision. These bags have massive collisions. See you, Michael. I wonder, is it the bag fork causing a couple of issues? Or it could be Giant's locking script just going a bit awry. I guess Giant's locking script does like breaking occasionally. Can't fault the load all. Yeah. That was the fork, not the bag. Yeah, I'm really not sure what to blame there. Something's a bit derpy, for sure. I'm hoping I can fit 8 bags on here now. The reason you don't play Farm Sim. I thought the reason you don't play Farm Sim is because you're too busy modding all the time, Matt. There we go. But yeah, Giant's locking scripts have never been the best. Ever. Load all for base game. I'm genuinely shocked there wasn't a load all in the game to begin with. And I've always said that, and I always will. Giants and JCB missed a chance to have one of the best pieces of farming equipment in the UK and Ireland, possibly worldwide, in the game to begin with. And Matt finally rectified that problem with the DLC. Come on, get off the forks. It's not real enough for you. Oh, you're a cattle and crops man then, Matt. Or you could play with more ridiculous and complain about how ridiculous it is with hills. Have they started cutting silage? I think so. I know for sure they're starting to spread slurry and manure because I can smell it. Wheel 150 looks similar to the 193 Defender. May well do. Off the forks, please. There you go. Yeah, I'm hoping they fix the bale and pallet problems in Farm Sim. Cut grass for silage bales. Yeah, I've not seen... because I've been looking. I've not seen any silaging equipment going around yet, but... I wouldn't be too surprised. What's the time am I streaming till? I'll be streaming till about 9. So, try loading. Yeah, the wheel loader of the keyboard is the most fun you can have in Farm Sim. Just being angry at how the game decides to treat stuff. Come on. No, that's not off. Get off. No, don't pick up the other one. There we go. I need to buy another pallet, or I need to buy another bag as well. I don't have enough money. I didn't want to buy anything over there. Apparently the shop sometimes just goes wonky. This is shambolic. It's my stream, Massey. What did you expect? Did you expect 100% realism all the time instead of some shambles where I'm starting to complain about everything? And shouting at inanimate objects again. There we go. Does everybody remember the stream with Spider Pig just randomly climbing up a front loader? Yeah, and you can see my time at the top right hand corner. It's currently 8:03 and 22 seconds. Do 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 do. I would try and deny that, Matt, but no, that is about right. Nobody cares about modders unless there's a release happening or new information about a mod. Much the same way as nobody cares about Farm Sim channels unless they're playing Farm Sim. With the newest stuff and only the newest stuff. Which puts me in my element right now because the newest stuff is old stuff and I love old stuff. Come on, get this. No, get the... Perfect. No, 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 no. Graphics look beautiful. That is a combination of some great DLC and reshade. Which Sim's making up a new reshade pack at the moment for mine and his use, and this looks ridiculous. Can I put another... Well, you've got 3 sets that look legit, and then one that's just kind of, well, this should work, looped around everything. Oh dear. Nah, Massey, that's 100% me. Misclicking everywhere. There we go. Follow Me is one of my favorite mods right now. Oh, Fast Track's struggling. Wow, this is flat out. Fast Track is struggling with the weight of all these seeds. Hey, Lewis. Or Luis. I love people who ask that kind of question, EJ. It's like, no, I play with good stuff all the time. It's annoying the step of log trail doesn't fit nicely to it. That's the only thing I've heard that doesn't fit nicely to this stuff. Anything that's old seems to just work perfectly. Nice, JCB. You can thank MattXGS for this. This is my new favourite tractor in Farm Sim. Along with the Massey Ferguson 390T back there, that is my new favourite tractor in Farm Sim. And the Case 150, which is my new favourite tractor in Farm Sim. In all seriousness though, the DLC is fantastic. Screenshot time. Do you know what? Now is not a bad time for a screenshot. Hang on. Let me just get a good angle here. Get everything off the screen. And get reshade on fully. Let's get a nice angle on this. There we go. You could thonk Matt too, I guess. The NH Combine is absolutely my favourite combine in the game because it's very similar to one that used to work around me a lot. So that's tomorrow's thumbnail sorted, I guess. As well as a picture to put on Instagram later tonight. 17 kph isn't bad on this hill. Hey VF, how you doing today? In all seriousness, I absolutely love old equipment. This DLC is just me in my happy place. Used to drive a TX-34. Yeah, I think there's very few people of an older equipment persuasion who are not absolutely delighted by this DLC. Love how the trailer always almost rolls. It's just kind of a thing. I mean, my thing is flipping tractors. And occasionally Mazda MX-5s in iRacing. Where did I get this bale trailer again? That is the Herbst bale trailer. It's from the Herbst trailer package. It also comes with this lovely dump trailer. It's by Peter J. It's available on the Mod Hub. I got the JCB loadout. I don't have it on the map, but it did come as part of the... How much is the loadout? Because I want to use that as the farm handler. 64,000. That's a lot of money. Can the bag lifter go on a telehandler? Absolutely. It's in Misk. Where's Misk? It's right here. Bag lifter. You can set it up for a wheel loader, a telehandler, front loader, universal, so it can go on anything, or skid steer. so you can throw it on whatever you want. Hey Harley, how you doing today? I'm yet to meet somebody who isn't... Well, I've seen a few people who are a bit disappointed that the baler, etc. weren't in the DLC, which... Yeah, a bit more equipment variety would have been beautiful, but... Not met somebody who's just angry with the DLC as a whole yet. I'm live late, yes. I was sat waiting for my sister to wake up, and when she did, I basically ran downstairs, said hello to her, and went live almost immediately. Which means I forgot to grab a drum of water. So I'm kind of going to be very dehydrated at the end of the stream, and I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, most likely. Still great content, keeping the game fresh. That's exactly it. And it's, in my opinion, the best DLC that's come out so far. Let's do field 14. I need to cultivate 13, so I'll get the 399 on that. So I want fertilizing, seeding, field 14. 3.3, just to be on the safe side, because I've noticed 3.4 can be a bit picky. Manual or automatic. We'll do 8 headlands, circle island bypass, which seems to make courseplay work a bit better. Is the floor of the cab dirty? It looks it, but that might be... No, it's not. It's perfectly clean. Yeah. There is a small bit of dirt over here and over here. Yeah, it's a minor downside. Oh, well, the top speed of this is 40.1 kilometers an hour, I've just spotted. Do I know how to update the version of FS17? How? Yeah, how else? I'd pay 15-20 euro for this easy. Just for the amount of stuff that's in it. Like Giants DLC is what, 8 or 9 euro for the same amount of content. So I don't see the people complain. I don't see the logic behind the people complaining about the price. It's definitely like a 10 euro plus DLC. Like if I were to complain about the price, much like VF and Dengar, it's that it wouldn't. It's maybe underpriced for the quality and the amount that you get. It just means it's not getting HD quality. You should be able to get 1080p. I am streaming 1080 at least. Or should be. Some high quality old Russian stuff. Yeah, you're not allowed to do... Oh, Baron Lodge. That sucks. Who knows, maybe somebody... it won't be me because I'm vehemently against giveaways at this point. Maybe somebody will do a giveaway of a copy of the DLC at some point. And you might get lucky there. 1, 2... I'm just double checking my course here. Yes, that's about right. No, that's not right. That's not right. Headlands after the fact, and we'll go up to 10. Yeah, the rest of that is perfect, so we'll generate the course. Save it as seeding. This is field 14. And go to the first waypoint plus. Actually, I'm probably... Ooh. I'm probably best going over to the first waypoint myself. You'll be Channel's second birthday next week. Well, there you go. I would, but after the hassle I've had with the giveaway in the past, it's just... I don't feel like it's worth my time. Why didn't I go for the faster fast tracks? The simple answer is because it would have been... I would have felt it was horsepower cheating. I want to also grab the 399 turbo. Get that on the cultivator. El cultivatro. You don't know how to update. Where did you get it, Lewis? Did you buy direct from Giants? Because if you bought direct from Giants, go onto the updates page of the website, and you should find there like all the game updates. If you bought it on Steam, it should automatically update. You bought it from Giants. Go onto the Giants website and go to the updates section. You'll find all the game updates there. If you don't know how to do it, then you're way behind. And you will need to enter your product code. So you'll need to enter your product key that you got when you bought the game, which hopefully you remember. The Manitou clutch is overheating. Maybe, yeah. Sometimes that's why I don't like the gearbox mod. Is all I ever got was clutches overheating, and then everything was way slow. Hey, Pain and Sons and PCG. Got to share my review this tonight, mates. Cheer, mates. Simply put, that wasn't a review. That was a please buy this advert that I decided to make of my own free will, because being honest, I feel like people should just buy it. And it seems it's 2.6 meters, which is smaller than anything in game. It does fill kind of a niche. Go up to 10 headlands, Circle Island bypass. That's all perfect. Probably can't change. You can look around the XML. Yeah. I really wish Giants would make the 3 points a bit more loose, like what MR does. So one thing that I really prefer MR for, other than the seed usage and yields. Cultivatro, and this is field 13. There you go. That's it. Have a nice, neat courseplay setup, by the way. Dave, you can buy it on Steam. You can buy what on Steam? The DLC? I thought, and I heard, the Giants felt it was too expensive to put it on Steam. Probably 3 points would be nice. They really would. So I'm just going to nudge this forward a bit because I want to actually set off more crop. There we go. Oh, are you saying you can't buy the DLC on Steam? Yeah, you cannot buy the DLC on Steam. If you buy it from Giants, it'll work perfectly for Steam. This is a Steam version of the game. And as you can see, I've got the DLC working perfectly in this. No tweaks, no messing about. It's taking me a long time to set up a courseplay. Not really. Courseplay is very easy to do and to use once you kind of get to grips with it. Especially for like seeding and whatnot, and straight up courses that are kind of generic. It's the newer courses that I get completely bemused by and confused by, and I'm just going to reverse the 390 bit, leave it there. Going to set off some more wheat. No, you go to... Let me just do this myself real quick so that I can remember. So, farming-simulator.com, and then up at the top you'll see a little button that says updates. In fact, I can just link you the updates page to save you a bit of time. So it's all on the FarmSim website, and it is all wonderful, beautiful, delicious over there. I'm just going to do this real quick while I'm out of the game. Courseplay for karting is awesome, especially now that I should probably start making karting courses for courseplay. I prefer using it for like seeding, cultivating, ploughing, running the combine. I actually like karting myself because I feel like there's some element of challenge in it. I need to keep I need to keep money aside now. Because I... Why is Courseplay screwing this up? Those specs are really odd. That shouldn't be happening. I'll have to go through after the fact and fix that. What I want to do is start buying in pallets of liquid fertilizer real quick. I'll just get 4 of them for now, because I do need to spray very soon. Console, please. More challenging to use the harvester. See, I like the fun of chasing the harvester around, especially when it's on Courseplay, because it just does random stuff. I think Matt's doing the is it coming to console thing in his own personal personal way. Link to private mod, please. I've been toying with the idea of mentioning this, but I know, and I'm aware of a nickname that a certain element of the Facebook community have given me, and I just want to address this real quick, just while I've got like 72 people here, because I'm sure 1 or 2 of them will have heard this nickname. You guys do know that not only does that nickname not insult me, it entertains me, because in private as banter, that's what Sim and Landy call me. SpaceX rocket launch today at 5:47 EDT. Is there? I thought they delayed that to Friday. What nickname? I'm not going to say it. It's not PG. It's intended as an insult, and it fails on absolutely every level. Ah, VF, you've seen it too. Yes. It fails on every level, because that's what the guys in TeamSpeak call me as a joke. So, every time I see it, I laugh. I put it in admin chat. Yes, I did put it in admin chat. Oh, you were in my admin chat. Yes. Yeah. Fails on every level. Just. That is horrific music. Good lord. I know I don't like some EDM, but that was literally just fart noises. Oh, I think I've got traffic turned off. I've just realised I turned traffic off because it was annoying me and getting in a shot for a thumbnail. Need access to admin chat. Admin chat is non-PG for a very specific reason. It's non-PG because it's sometimes where I vent. And it's where the mods can talk about stuff that a lot of the time requires non-PG to be available. It's kind of a weird safe space for me in Discord, where when I'm really angry I can just rant in there. and just put little announcements for the mods and whatnot in there as well. Just kind of so that the mods know what's up, what's going on, what I'm thinking, what I'm trying to do. Is this pirate dubstep? That sounded like a very piratey voice. Hello, William Gittins and Matt. How are you guys doing today? This is a very piratey sounding song. Oh my god, it is a pirate dubstep song. Oh my god, I need to listen to this on loop for like 7 hours. First place you check on my Discord. Yeah, is the new JCB in the new DLC? This JCB, the JCB Fast Track 150? Yes, this is in Matt's DLC. The stuff in Matt's DLC is basically from, by the looks of it, the 90s and 80s. So if you like that age of equipment, that kind of modern classic equipment, you're going to be in a very happy place. Why is it derping in very specific lines? Is this... You're right, VF. This is a copyright-free remix of the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Have I got the new combine here? Yes. Basically, I've got as much of the DLC as I could afford to get, or I say afford to get, as I was willing to swap out stuff that I had before for it. It's not Pirates of the Caribbean because there's a few notes different. The riff is very similar, but there are key note changes. Because the Pirates of the Caribbean theme is... And this is slightly different. They're swapping notes around, so it's technically a new composition. They didn't change notes, VF. They swapped the places. Because I'm listening to it and I can hear the theme of Pirates of the Caribbean. And what they've done is they've swapped some major and minors around. I know there's a lot of people who don't care about non-PG stuff, EJ, but it's... I prefer to keep the non-PG stuff just to mods, because I like the Discord being PG for the most part. Also, if you're interested in motorsports, there is a motorsports room in the Discord now, because I love motorsports, as do a few other people. 300k the day after DLC release. Wow. That's quite a few downloads for the T-dubs. I think, Matt, the love from LXJS is now spreading worldwide. And, oh, good lord, no! Okay, this is a bit front heavy. I should maybe lower the the back a bit. Let's cut through the grass field here. Okay, don't flip the tractor. Tractor no flippington. Ooh. Behave, please, tractor. No flippy dippy. Sounds quite entertaining as well. It's not particularly entertaining. It's usually no. No flippy dippy. Be good. What mod do I use for the store page background? That is actually Reshade. Making everything kind of translucent, which I like. It's kind of something that... Yeah, the major difference between this 390T and Peter J's 390T is this one's slightly fatter. This is not the right field, Dave. Okay, that just drifted a bit. Is it a mod? Kind of, and also kind of not. Stop, please. Okay, come back, you're not full. Just chasing a tractor around the field. I think Matt should make some forward forces. I think that'd be better suited to Peter J. Yeah, that's Massey, I'm gonna take the blame for that. 3.3 was fine with GPS, apparently not so much with courseplay, so what I'll do is I'll keep that in mind and start making the courseplay courses 3.2 meters in width for seating. Or just plain use a 3 meter course, which would probably work just as well. What's really bizarre is it's in like really regular intervals. It's like a grid that it's making on the field for some reason. Well, that's another thing, Matt. T-Dubs V2. Modding ain't easy. It's 3 meter seater. Officially it's 3 meters. It's slightly wider. The work area is slightly wider than 3. But yeah, mods ain't easy to make, especially not up to Matt's quality. If you want somebody who can make a mod in a week, go talk to somebody who makes bad mods. It's the courseplay gods, it's Morse code in the field. What? Dot 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 dot. Hang on, dot 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 is just... Courseplay is just saying ah in the field. Is Courseplay like really angry or scared? SMP crashes under investigation, what happened? Yeah, it has to be, Yanis. I know Dragon Speed have said they're not going to be using the SMP chassis anymore until there has been an investigation, so they might be pulling out of Le Mans. So overlap. Yeah, I'm just going to shrink down Courseplay courses a bit. No, it's just Courseplay's trying to send us a message. What does it say? It's me, of course it's angry. I mean, true. Maybe being serious and talking about the SMP crash from the Spa 6 hours WC, it was a blowover. They have to investigate that. The blowover was caused by some raised paint at Radio, and they need to figure out why the hell that even happened. That shouldn't have happened. It means the driver sticking his head out the window and the wind's blowing back in his face. Maybe I like to go with the he's just very angry theory. I like that way of thinking. It's just the world's angriest courseplay. I need to buy, I need to check my garage. I think I need to buy a pallet fork. I, in fact, do need to buy a pallet fork so that I can load up the trailer with liquid fertilizer. See you, Blash! See you, Massey. I know it's getting late for a lot of you guys. I still haven't eaten. I'm gonna have my dinner like immediately after the stream. So as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna be AFK, getting food. I think it's like stuffed pork steaks tonight, which, oh my god, yes, delicious. And I'm gonna get my thermos filled with some tea. My wonderful, not at all shilling this. It's available in the there's a link in the description to the Spreadshirt shop where you can buy these. My wonderful thermos, which it is made of metal, so it does hold heat for like 2 hours or so. So if you're forgetful about hot drinks like me, really good thermos to have. I think Frontier Design also have one, and I think Bullet Bill has his own version as well. So there's plenty of availability on different thermoses through different Spreadshirt shops. Maybe the Cedar's angry. Maybe the Cedar's angry because the back of it just looks derpy. And it realistically so. Like, the back of that Cedar does actually look derpy in real life. Should have done a 22 mark English question. EJ! Slacker, dude, come on. Yep, pretty much everybody has a thermos available on Spreadshirt, and having used mine for a while now, I can 100% recommend this thing. Recommend it as something you should buy if you want a thermos. Well, can you make a blah blah? Can take 10 minutes if it's lazy reskins done by Dave. Like, can you make a rainbow challenger? Yes, give me 5 minutes and I'll just scribble something in Photoshop. Been there, done that, got... I might make a t-shirt. Yeah, school first, internet later. You gotta get your priorities right, guys. My streams ain't nobody's priority. Cedar doesn't seem to like the ground, so it randomly jumps. Except that's not a 3-meter patch that it's missing. It's missing tiny little bits at the edges, which hints that the course is actually just a bit too wide. So I'll dump it down to a 3-meter course in the very near future. Now for some fun. I need to unload the seeds off the trailer and get liquid fertilizer loaded up onto it. So, more pallet fun. Because I need to, or I want to spray the canola with liquid fert ASAP. Bit of pre-emergence. Fun, sounds like a Dave stream. Yes, yes it is. And I've just realised I left the 390 down in the field. Dang it, Dave. You idiot. So I need to, number one, get the 390 back. 278. Let's, be the only one chatting. Apparently so. Apparently everybody's fallen asleep. Let's get the cedar chase down and just topped up with some CDs. Come back. Oh, it's full. Big bad mal, the size of these are 2,000 litre bags. Tor Ivor. Really nice size. Hello NHF. Deutschman. So the quad slings are 2,000 litres, the double slings are 1,000 litres. So you get a nice little bit of a range of sizes. And you can get pig food and cow food as well in the big bags, as well as fertilizer and seeds. There's no liquid fertilizer big bags because that would be silly. So I'm using the default in-game liquid fertilizer pallets, which everybody loves how the pallets work in-game. Great live stream. Thank you very much, Harry. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are enjoying, guys. I usually stream 5 till 7 PM I say BST, I was going to say GMT, it'd be, what, 4 to 6 GMT? You've mapped 7th gear as reverse until you get the hang of it. I mean, that works. It's 10:39 for you. Yeah, you're going to be heading off soon, yes. Trying it out later. It is brilliant, especially with the Albert bag fork by Ian898 and Farm, now known as Lone Wolf FD, the newest member of Frontier Designs, as of this week. Yanis has an excuse to nap. Yanis is going to bed soon, and I know that, because Yanis tends to go to bed about 11 o'clock his time. Yanis behaves unlike me. I don't know, by the way, if people who enjoy playing the... What the hell did I just hit? Playing the little iRacing guessing game on Discord. I don't know if I'll be racing tonight. If I do, it'll probably most likely be the 11 PM race. But it's kind of up in the air right now whether or not I want to do iRacing because I'm going to be tired. And last night showed me one thing, and that is that I should not race when I'm tired because it ends up badly. What happened then? I don't know what caused that to happen. Literally something happened. You did start work at 7 in the morning, Sierra, but yeah. I had awful trouble getting to sleep, and then it was very kind of broken sleep I had today. I think, yeah, the game decided that I needed to be basically turned around because of a front-end hit that I didn't actually see. No, what are you doing? Hey, Fear the Deer, how you doing today? So I'm using this area that would normally be the infinite seed spawn, which I'm not using. I'm going to use this to store the seeds, because it makes sense. So one of the rules that I'm running under myself, which I don't think is in the rules document that you guys have access to. It is in the rules document that I have access to. Which is slightly longer, slightly more detailed. And I need to make that public soon. I need to finish it and make it public soon. Is I'm not using the... Shout, please. No. I'm not going to shout. I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I'm not using any of the infinite triggers, unless it's fuel. Fuel, obviously, is always going to be an unlimited trigger. Water is always going to be an unlimited trigger. But seeds and fertilizer I'm not using. Just because they feel kind of cheesy. Hello, Chris. Are you nearly set up to stream? Out of curiosity, because I've been going for 1 hour 49 minutes now. And still feeling good. I think I've managed to come to a point where my voice is behaving itself for once. Landy and I spoke about this recently. I think Landy spoke about it in the stream. I kind of had to say it through text. Streaming is not talking normally for 2 hours. Streaming is you talk a lot louder than usual. Well, sometimes a lot louder, sometimes a bit louder. Just because if you talk normally, then you sound really bored. Because this is, you know, this is where my normal talking voice is, and I just don't sound interested at all in the game. You know, this is where I normally am, and it's just not. It doesn't sound interesting. So I bring my voice up and project it a bit. Suddenly I sound interested. You're now JCB and Fent Man. Very nice. You're going on 1050. Oh my god, the 1050 debate in the Frontier Discord yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? There was a big debate about whether 1050 was a good Fent or not. Let's get this hooked on. That'll do, I guess. Spin this around into where I'm storing the seeds. $1050 is a computer. Yeah, most modern tractors are, which is kind of why I've got more of an affinity for the older ones because they're actual agricultural equipment. They're not run by computers. Which 390T do I like more? I feel like Matt's one. This is the way I'm balancing them here. Matt XJS's one is more detailed in terms of the model. It is a much higher detail model than Peter J's. Peter J's 390T, however, you can have two-wheel drive available, which I do like. And there are scripts, which I also like. And you can go for a Highline, a cab other than the Highline Plus. So each 390T, each Massey has its own bonuses, and it's got its own pros and cons. So they kind of balance out, you know, if you're more interested in a detailed model and you don't particularly care about scripts, Matt XJS's one is the one to go for. If you're more interested in scripts and having two-wheel drive and maybe having a cabless, then you want to go maybe with Peter J's. That's the way I look at it, and I think that's the way that Landy looks at it as well. Is it really depends on what you want out of, you know, what you want in your tractor. If you want a two-wheel drive 390, well, the only way to get that is Peter J's. Hey, Tino. How's that for a completely neutral look at the two 390Ts? Because that's literally the only differences I can see. Is like Matt's model is slightly more detailed. Maybe it is scaled differently. I don't know which 390T is correctly scaled. One of them is, one of them, or presumably one of them is, one of them is not. I think Matt's might be better scaled as well, because it's a bit wider than Peter J's, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to whether you prefer a detailed model or you prefer delicious, tasty scripts. So you can see screenshots of Pedro's Land Coupe on the DLC Fast Track fits perfectly. It would, because that Land Coupe was actually, I think, made for the Fast Track 150. Where do they get the big fat bags and forks? They're available in FS UK. They are Jolly Dodgers big bags that I'm using, and the bag and the fork is the Albert Bag Lifter by Ian898 and Farm, now known as Lone Wolf FD, both members of Frontier Designs. Ian is very much a scripter. Farm is very much a model man, and they work together obviously with Bullet Bill and Oxygendavid on a lot of maps and a lot of stuff, and some fantastic stuff in the pipeline from Frontier as well. Looking into the future, looking at you know, Lone Oak, which, holy cow, is that a fantastic looking map. Looking at the whip topic for Shamrock Valley, it is stunning. By far the best Irish map I've seen. And I tend to go out of my way to look for Irish maps when I can. I've done a stupid flip back up, thank you. And then looking into the future, Oxygendavid is getting into making more models and some tractors. He's working on a, not at the moment, but he will be working on a Massey, or a Ferguson TE20, the world famous Fergie Grey. And Bullet Bill has plans to redo a couple of maps, Cobra in particular, which is going to be rescaled to 1-to-1 scaling, so it'll be very different. Lone Oak and an Irish map, yes, NHF. Oxygendavid is working on Shamrock Valley, and yes, the TE20, which it will be proper grey tour. Oxy ain't gonna get the colour wrong, I know that much. He might have to compromise some stuff, maybe even the horsepower, depending on how Farm Sim treats it. But that's going to be fantastic. And then looking into what other people kind of are making and working on, you've got Nathan working on an update to Meadow Grove, which is looking really good. Testing's going well for that. You've got Nishma, formerly of the FSUK mod team, working on the Abbeys, an Abbey slurry pack, which, oh, that's going to go so well with this DLC, and will be used on this map 110%. Will I use Shaft Tour? I don't know. This is kind of a series where I'm a bit more serious and a bit more kind of strict on myself. What else do I know that's in kind of work in progress? Dusty Dave's working on a new map, and I've got high hopes for it. Dusty's, I think, learned from the mistakes he made with Valley View, which for one reason or another just wasn't right. It just didn't work for him. And that happens sometimes. There's some fantastic stuff on the way in terms of mods from every corner, and kind of unfortunately and really annoyingly, we're just in kind of a quiet period where Giants are kind of focused on E3 and FarmCon coming up. I would not be surprised if the slow testing of mods is number one, because there's a lot of bank holidays and stuff going on in Germany at the moment, and number two, because Giants are busy working on stuff for E3, which is the middle of next month, but they're gonna pretty much need to be ready for E3 the end of this month. Red Donkey from Grassman and local pub. Awesome, Joe. Come for the Storm mods. I don't know necessarily if that's going to be a thing, EJ, because Giants are very much looking forward to FS19 at this point, and the QA team is going to be pretty hard pushed testing FS19, and they're the guys who do the mod tests for Giants. I don't know if there's going to be a deluge of mods like we're used to anymore. I don't know if there's going to be a 2 or 3 or 4 page mod dump on the mod hub anymore. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, I'm saying I wouldn't expect one. Because their priority, quite rightly, is on the game, because that's going to be income for them. The mods don't make them money. After E3, all focus will go to FarmCon. After FarmCon, we'll probably move on to Gamescom, which I think is not too long after FarmCon. And it's just kind of a bit everywhere for Giants right now, and you know, it's one of the more difficult periods of the cycle for them. How did I get into the shed? Also, the 390s managed to get stuck, which I really shouldn't have turned on. Follow me there, should I? 390s freed itself, which is good. We're gonna go down to the shopping convoy here real quick. Last big mod dump was before Christmas. Yeah, I mean, their Giants are really focusing, and it's going to be more and more of a laser focus on FS19 and getting that out in as good quality as it can be. They've been pretty focused on Matt's DLC as well recently. I don't think that's much of a shock for you guys to hear. They've been forward and back with Matt a lot. Just trying to get the stuff that is going to make Giants money out the door and as high quality as they can do. And yeah, like Yanis just said, business comes first for Giants. The stuff that's going to make money is more important than the stuff that's being given out for free, and mods are given out for free. And I'd much prefer to see a more rounded Farm Sim 19 than a lot more mods. Charlie Tucker, thank you very much for hitting the sponsor button. Welcome to the band of lunatics. The elite lunatics of sponsorship. You are awesome, sir. I may bring back some of the old gifts and stuff. Maybe even the noises, I'm not sure yet. And Ryan Starr, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. That dude was wearing almost the exact same shirt I was. I am. Let me get the front loader pallet fork because I need a pallet fork. And now I'm trying to guess how much fertilizer I'm going to need for all the fields. I don't think there's any great problem. I have 3 hard workers. I don't have 3 hard workers. Oh, I did! Adibu, thank you for pointing that out. Yes, follow me as a hired worker, isn't it? Yes, I did accidentally just do that. Yeah, that was a very brief, but unfortunate instance of cheating. And accidental as well. If I wanted to blatantly cheat, I'd just have 16 hired workers at any given time. Why is that? What the hell is going on with the pallets? There we go. I cheated accidentally, yes. Sounds as messy or beautiful. They're real, Charlie. That's what kind of kicks it. It's the little ticking, the little clunks and whistles that really make sounds perfect for me, and this has all of them. I wish Giants would look at this Massey and the fast track and say, hang on, people really like these two things. Why do they like them? Because, you know, everybody's talking about the sounds. They were recorded at... Follow me should be exempt. Nope. Follow me as a hard worker. That's the way the game sees it. So the rules are 2 hard workers or courseplay, or one of each. I had 2 courseplay, 1 hard worker as the game sees it. So I did cheat, albeit unintentionally. Get off the pallets, you get. There we go. It's still an AI. That's the key. It's if the game sees it as a hired worker, it's a hired worker. And the game sees courseplay as a hired worker. The game sees follow me as a hired worker. I am not allowed to use follow me while I've got 2 tractors on courseplay. As the first time I've accidentally broken the rules now. Because I genuinely completely forgot. Oh, that'll do. What is the penalty for cheating? There is none, as such. I might nuke some money out, but there is no real penalty. Especially not for the short amount of time I did, and I didn't really gain any advantage from it. If I had 3 courseplay workers out in the field, then what I'd do is I'd go in and just nuke that field. I'd go, just turn on money cheat for a second, get a giant cultivator, get a big tractor, and just cultivate that field completely under. Or set it in the XMLs or something that the field is withered. Or not allow myself to harvest that field or something so that it withers and I can't make money out of it. That was just a very minor thing, and as you guys saw, a complete accident because I only realised that. Get off the... Everybody saw that, right? Realism is key, guys. Yeah, I've got to do this.
Do a barrel roll.
Technically, they're barrels as well. Oh dear. This is why Matt doesn't play Farm Sim. What? Maxim needs seeds. Oh. I can't fill Maxim right now. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Farm Sim Physics is taking over the stream. Okay, let's get this very gently and carefully loaded onto the forks. You can see that is very gently and carefully loaded onto the forks. We can all agree that it is very gently and carefully loaded onto the forks. Move Barbie Girl again. If Farm Sim 19 does not have DirectX 11, actually just DirectX in general, I will sing Barbie Girl again. Okay, let's do this very slowly and very gently. And I'm loving the DLC, Robin. Slowly, gently, carefully get this in and unload it. Okay, it didn't do a double backflip that time. That's good. I have the pallet the wrong way. What do you mean I've got it the wrong way? What am I doing? I'm trying to load pallets up onto this trailer so that I can bring them over to the yard. Because I'm not using any of the infinite spawn points of anything other than fuel and water on this map. Robin Simmons, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I've done that before. You think I'm picking up the... No, it's just the way the physics works with Farm Sim sometimes that the pallets... This is the problem, is the collisions are a bit wonked on the pallets, and always have been, and sometimes the locking script doesn't unlock. Like right now. This is like completely stuck onto the... I stand corrected. The pallet, yeah, the pallet's derped quite hardcore. That's what. Where am I from? County Tipperary, Ireland. Not from what I can understand. Not too far away from where Glencar is. Okay, let's try doing this from this side, which is apparently the correct side to try and load with. Okay, down. Somehow I don't think this is the correct way to do it because it's just sticking to everything. Tipperary isn't that big. Yes, but I mean actually nearby Glencar. from what you've been saying, yeah, not too far at all. In County Down, Northern Ireland, very nice part of the country. Now, why did you decide to just randomly ping at the end there? You're doing well, and then you ping. I think I'm with Massey here. I think that's enough derpiness and shambolic loading for one day. I'm gonna call it a day as well. I'm gonna no! Don't ram the trailer. I'm gonna call it a day here. We're gonna start off hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, with finishing to load this trailer. I want to get 4 or 5 more pallets. Well, 4 or 6. It's gonna be an even number. I want to get more liquid fertilizer. I want to get the Maxim filled up again. I want to get field 13 finished with cultivating. And I want to get into the fields and start fertilizing as well. So that is going to do it for today. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Sandy Bay with the challenge in place. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.